Hello everyone, how is it going? Here the Catholic with a new video about Escape from Tarkov. This is a guide slash tutorial, but remember, this is a video dedicated for new players or people that is struggling a lot trying to play this game because everyone knows that it's not easy. So on this video we'll be talking about sounds. Yeah, the sounds are basically the main and major source of information on this game. It's pretty important, and there are a few things that you may or may not know about them, and I'm here to try to explain it. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if it's helpful for you, please let me know down in the comments, or just leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. I will really appreciate that. If you are experimental player, a veteran or something like that, and want to add something to this, say this guide, leave it down in the comments and I will check it out. Maybe there is something important that I missed. Let me know about it, and most likely I'll be making another video about it. We're gonna start now. All right, first things first. Here on the settings, sounds. Okay, there's something really important. I personally have everything at 100%. As you can see here, the overall volume is 100. The interface volume is 100. The chat volume it's on 50, so something that only I will hear, and it's pretty bothering though. I don't have music right now because usually I don't use it when I'm recording. And the hideout volume I have on 100%. You can change that the way you want. Usually I have it a little low, but the important thing here are two. First, music on rate, and I will recommend to check this if you have the music up, okay, because it will let you know when your raid is starting. Okay, that's something important. So the music will stop and you can pay attention to the screen if, for example, you're doing something else or looking for a raid. And the binaural audio, this is something that you must have on. Personal recommendation, okay, definitely. There are two actually here. This audio and the VoIP. There are two reasons for that. The binaural audio, it will improve your audio detection. Okay, I'll explain that in a moment in RAID, and so you will know exactly how it changed, but it will be easier for you to know where the sound is coming from if you have this on. Enable VoIP, I always have it enabled because I usually don't use VoIP. It's pretty rare when I am using it most of the time when I am scav. But honestly, the reason why I have it on is because I have been able to, let's say, to listen people talking each other, and of course that helps me in RAID. So that's why it's, as I said, personal recommendation. Microphone volume, I always have 100 just in case I need it. And well, that will be pretty much it. Now let's talk about the sounds in game. Okay, so one thing about the sounds on this game is that basically sounds on Escape from Tarkov are the best way to have information. Is the main resource or a main source of information that you have in game. Why? Because basically you will be able to know exactly what is happening on your surroundings with the sound. Okay, this is a normal sound with nothing on my ears. Okay, as you can see here, the only thing that I have on my head right now is the mask that I can use or not, and it will not affect my sound, and my goggles. Now, there is something important about that because sometimes it's better not to have a helmet. And you can say like, hey, but what about the headshots? Okay, there is something about that. I brought here something for you to know. This helmet, for example, okay, just pay attention to the sounds. You can hear the surroundings. Now you barely can do it, right? Now, this is the thing. This is a Colpack helmet. It's an armor class 2 and it's basically useless. This is basically, this has been created just for a scav fashion, honestly, because you're not able to use any kind of airpiece with this piece of thing, and it will not let you to hear basically anything, not even with your volume up. Someone can be just walking on the other side of this wall and I will not even notice. If we go outside, the volume increased a little bit, okay? But check it out. It's way better without that, okay? So if, for example, you're planning to use a helmet, even though you are a low level, you're starting or whatever after the wipe, or you're just getting your account brand new, do not use this. It's better just to get a mask and keep only the mask. The mask will let you to hide a little bit, okay, depending on the color and the place you are. I can show you here on the screen right now which helmet, okay, you can use and which is not recommended to use if you are not, if you will not wear any earpiece. The high com striker, it will, I mean, listen. There's not much difference on it, right? Now, take a look with this one, with the X-Field Black. As you can see, it has the ears protection, which is an armor class level 3. Is not too much, but it's helpful. There is a difference on the sound. It's just a little bit, okay? It's just a little that the sound goes low, but it's not way too much. But the thing is, with this specific helmet and with the LSHZ, for example, without this, you can wear ear protection, and it will maybe save your life from a headshot that is coming from a side. Now, the good part of this one is that you can wear all earpiece, okay, with these two helmets that I'm showing right now. Also, with this one, okay, if you have a an earpiece or a headphone headset on, and you swap, or yeah, if you swap your helmet, you will not hear any improvement or degradation on the sound, because this is your main sound source. Now, something I mentioned in my previous video is this GSSH is the one that I said before is horrible, okay? You will hear why now. Look, let's give you an example. I'm gonna run inside without earpiece. Okay, it's a normal sound. Now I'm gonna use the contact. Actually, I can have my volume at 100%, no problem with the sounds. But take a look with this one. When I am running or even walking, I barely can hear my surroundings. That's why I never use it, and I will not recommend it. So I will not recommend to use this for anything, unless this is your only choice. I mean, your only option in game, because maybe you started the raid without this and you found some. Okay, it will help, but I will not recommend it to use it if you have other options. Okay. About the sounds, okay, it's important for you to know where everything is happening. As you can see on the screen, right now I'm on woods, okay? I'm showing right now on the screen where exactly I am. You're coming this way. You just spawn. There is a spawn right over there, okay? You can see it on the screen. And once I am walking, okay, let's say following this direction, and I hear something like this. I know exactly where that sound came from, and the kind of sound that it made, I know that it's inside of something. So if I hear that and I am, for example, right here, so I know, damn, there is people inside or outside of this space, and the grenade sounded inside, so most likely there is one outside and one inside. Okay, that is something, that's info that I have, and I will know how to engage. Okay, if I can try, for example, okay, I know there is a exit area on this side, there is another exit area here, there is someone inside. If someone threw a grenade inside, so that means that most likely is there, okay, because let me show you. Okay, someone maybe threw it from here to that location, but I came from this side, so most likely I'm pretty sure it's not because I was running this way. So it has to be on the other side. Can be two options. One is from here, for example, okay? And one is from the back side. So I can like understand what's going on or what can be happening and what I want to do. If I want to engage the fight, okay? Or if I want to just run away because any reason. Other thing is, you will know what kind of grenade is the one that someone used. Okay, I'm gonna use the same grenade, but this time outside. Here, the sound is different, okay? It's behind this place. I know exactly where it's coming from, but now I know that it's not inside, so there is a fight outside. There is still, it's pretty near to me, so most likely, okay, I can just think in two different scenarios. First, that they are just fighting to the on the other side, okay? Both of them, let me show you here the map, it can be here or here. And, or maybe someone inside that threw a grenade to the outside, okay? So I can engage. For example, I can go to that spot, okay? And try to see if I can join the fight that way, or I can come this way and try to take down whoever is inside of this place. Okay? That's another example. Now, those were normal grenades, okay? Now, let's use the impact one. The sound is a little bit different. So the sound is a little bit different. If someone has one of those, I have to be careful. I know that it is an impact grenade. The sound was short, dry, so I was like, okay, I should be careful at the moment if I want to engage, because if that PMC or that person has another one like that, I can just die right away, and well, there is no chance I can do anything about it. Flash grenades, for example, they sound exactly the same at the moment that they hit something, but they make a different sound when they explode. You see, it's a dry sound, it's pretty short, not too loud, okay? So it's like, okay, they're using flash grenades. Most likely they are near to each other. That's another information that I can use in my favor, because maybe I can engage both people at the same time. Usually, okay, on my experience, you will hear flash grenades when the fight is in a close range, okay, in between two or more people. So you can, for example, let's pretend there is one PMC right here and there is one to the other side. So I can just try to sneak from behind and get one here and get the other one. If I am on that situation, for example, I will prefer to wait until that one appears, okay, to kill it first and then switch to the other one. All right, let me check here, my full auto. Okay, for example, I have 30 rounds. I start here and kill this one. Okay, that will be my choice, for example. Otherwise, I can just wait until I hear the sound of someone dying for me to just, literally jump into the action and kill the guy. All right? So different scenarios, different situations, things that you can take into account. Another thing is, something that you have to also understand during the game, okay? I will try to look for a video with different gun sounds here on Escape from Tarkov for you to try to know which gun is the one that someone is fighting. But of course, it will play in different scenarios depending on what kind of gun you are using. Okay, if you hear something like this, for example, of course, it could be semi-auto gun, or maybe it's someone that is using full auto gun in semi, like I am using right now my M4. Okay, it's an M4, but I'm using it in semi. Of course, this will be absolutely obvious. Full auto gun. Or this. Yeah, you will hear only one sound. This is a bolt action rifle, but sometimes you will hear just one shot, or sometimes you will hear more than one, but depending of the time that is, I mean, the time that the shots is taken in between, you can identify the kind of gun that someone is shooting. Okay? With the time, you will also identify the kind of gun that this people is shooting. Let's take this off. Okay? If he's using a suppressed weapon or not. Okay? So that is something you will know. Oh shit, I'm running here and I heard a bolt action right there. And it's far away. If it's far away, I can try to see, okay, is it possible for me to go there and check, maybe kill the guy? Or if I should just stay here? For example, if this was a real scenario and I hear the shot coming from that direction and it's pretty loud, I will go engage but not running. Okay, I will take my time, just to try to go this way, try to spot the people wherever he is, because it's a bolt action. Most likely is using a scope, and this is an open area just in front. So I have the chance to be spotted and killed. All right. So that's why the sounds are so important. Now, everything on Tarkov makes a sound. Everything. For example, open or closing the inventory. All right. This sound is something that you can hear on your own and something that you can hear from others. If, for example, there is someone to the other side, just right here, okay? I do not know that he's there. I'm just running. For example, I'm just coming this way and I'm standing here for any reason. I can hear, if I am using a good headset, okay, I can hear on the other side of the wall this same sound. Also, I can hear the sound of the switch gun. Okay? The only one that doesn't make sound is the melee weapon. Is the only one. Okay? So look. Primary. Secondary. Pistol. Melee. Okay? So I will be able, if I am paying attention to my surroundings and I have a good sound, I will be able to know if the other person is switching guns or switching weapons. Walking, sprinting, crouching, proning. Okay, everything has a specific sound. So that will let me know, okay, if I am fighting someone here, for example, even though if it's I am on the outside or the inside, okay, you have to identify what this other person is doing, all right? For example, if I hear this, he's walking, and he's walking on the normal speed, okay? If I hear this, he's walking slowly on the grass. Okay? Same. He's walking on the sand. It makes more sound. Okay? Or here is on the metal. It's actually louder. Okay? Even, okay, I can know if, for example, I am inside, okay, or if I am here outside and someone inside, and I do not take into account that the sound on the wood or on the metal is louder than the one on the solid floor, okay? He maybe will know exactly where to aim at the moment that he hears something. Okay? If he's right there, for example, and I don't know he's there, and I'm just running, step on the floor, on the wood, and then on the metal, and he will know exactly where I am and shoot me at the moment that I appears here on his side. All right? Now, why is also this important? Because if, for example, you're hearing someone crouching, just like this, this little sound with a headset is something that you will hear, okay? But this means that this person will not be able to run, okay? Check all the time that I take to switch from proning to running. You see, I have time enough in order to go here. For example, if I hear that it's coming from this side to the back, and I'm just standing here, I can run and get this one killed. If it's proning, this sound, you will hear it. You will not be able to shoot if you are proning or if you are standing up. Well, you see, there is a space or there is a frame in between the actions that you will not be able to shoot, okay? So that is something that the person will know, most likely, and you have to take into account, because if you're proning, you have to try to be quiet. You say like, okay, I'm proning right now, these people didn't spot me yet, they are outside, okay? I have only two options. Wait until they move, okay? And when I hear that they moving, for example, they're running, especially when they're running, so I can stand up and just stay there. Sounds are pretty important, because otherwise, if they are not moving, there is no other sound, and you just prone or stand up, they will hear that sound and they will know, oh shoot, there is someone inside. Okay? Take it into account also. Now, aiming also for you and for the others has a sound. Okay? It's a different sound depending on the gun and the sight that you're using, but it's pretty similar. So if, for example, I am here, all right, I am just right here. No one knows I am here. Someone is coming and is getting close. I can hear him. Is only one or more than one, doesn't matter. But if this person is not running and I do this, he may be able to hear that and know that I am waiting for him. And it's like, ooh, wait, someone is just aiming at some point. Gotta be careful. If you hear that this person is coming, okay, is running, then you just start walking and you're totally sure he's coming this way. Okay, he's gonna come this way. And you do this, and the sound of him stops. Most likely, you have been spotted. You know, he knows you're there. Okay? If that happens, just stay quiet. Don't do this again, because he will hear that too. Okay? So just stay. Oh my God, I think he heard me. Let's wait. And then I hear this one, this person moving again, so I can, okay, but it's not going in. I can just lift this up. Okay, I can keep go back to hip fire. Why? Because most likely this person didn't hear you the first time, okay? Or maybe he hears you, but yeah, he heard you, but he took a different direction and is trying to avoid to be engaged, because he doesn't know exactly where you are. It's something on Tarkov is like sometimes you will like feel that you heard something. It's like, oh shit, I think I heard something. If you feel that, dude, most likely you heard something. Take it into account all the time, okay? Another thing is the laser. How is that I can change this? There we go. Okay, this sound is something that someone else can hear. And it's loud. It's more loud than you think. Actually, if someone is, for example, there on that rock, and you're inside or outside of this spot, and you do this, there's a possibility that this person hears, okay, the sound of your laser. So watch out with that. Okay. Not your aiming. Most likely he will not be able to hear your aiming. But if you have the laser on, for example, and you switch it off, it's possible for him to hear it. And you the same, you will hear that. Now, the best you have the skill of perception, the more sounds you will hear in game. That's for sure. Okay, take that into account. For example, you may have your perception skill at the top. Okay, it's fully upgraded, it's at the max level, but you're running. Especially if, as you can see at the top left, is you're overweight and you're running. You will not hear someone that is just walking, especially someone that is has some company. Okay, if there are 2, 3 men and they are running, all of them, you can literally walk to the side of them and they will not be able to hear you properly because the running is absolutely loud. The same if you are crouching, okay? They may not notice that you're there. Other thing is the sound of healing, okay? Let's take this off. The sound of healing and the sound of eating. All the sounds, I mean, everything on Tarkov makes a sound. Everything. So this, for example, this is something that someone without the headset in a good distance, like for example there or maybe there with a good perception, will hear that you're premeditating or you're fixing something on your body. And if you are eating, for example, the same. Okay, if you're drinking something. Okay, whoever is pretty much near to you will hear that you're making those sounds and they will spot you right away. Take it into account, especially if you're a PMC, because if you are a scav, for example, the AI has that same animation, so it can be you can confuse someone, make them believe that you maybe are AI instead of a real player. That can work on your favor. Also, you will see in different streams or high-level players or good players that they start medicating themselves or like, for example, using, what's the name, a CMS, or is using an AFAC, okay, something to heal, and they cut the animation just to make someone else believe that they are healing themselves when they are just making the sound to make the other person come and engage, and they are just waiting here and boom, kill them. That is something you will see often on those kind of videos. Oh, this is a good place to be. Perfect. Another sound that you can make is this one. Okay, if you are switching your face shield, one, depending of how big is, for example, this one is covering the whole face, you will hear yourself this way, okay, the way that you're hearing right now. If it's only covering your eyes, you will not hear that. But if you are switching it on or off, someone that is near to you will hear that sound too, okay? Another thing you have to take into account. Now, If you're running and you stop, you hear that? Okay. That sudden stop is something else that someone will identify, or you will identify if someone does it. Now, why is that so important? Because that sound most of the time has been is made by two different, let's say, characters. New PMCs, okay, new players, or AI. Why is that? Because in order to, I mean, you have to press shift. On my case, it's shift. Maybe you have it on alt or another button. You have to press it again. So you will stop running, but you will not make that sound. Okay? I take less time in order to crouch, and I make less sound than if I just stop and then go down. If someone just believed that they heard me running, okay, and I stopped suddenly, they will hear that, and it was like, oh, definitely is someone there, and they're gonna aim at me, okay? But if he's far away, but he barely can hear my running, and I stop running and then crouch like this, he will like, damn, I think I heard someone, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. Or maybe this person, you hear that? That is exactly what I was talking about. That is the AI. There is a scav just on that side, okay? Maybe I can see it from here. Nope. But there is a scav on the other side of this wall that just stopped suddenly, and I couldn't hear him running, but I heard the way he stops. That's the perfect timing for that. Another thing is, when the AI is near to you, okay, and someone throw a grenade, doesn't matter where, let me see if I can. There. You hear? Oh shit. Okay. Now we know that he's there. You hear that? You hear the way that he spoke? So you will know, okay, if you're hidden, for example, if you run to this direction, and you hear that without the shots, just hear him talking that way, so you know that the AI is triggered, and there is someone else here. It's a PMC. If you throw a grenade, they will hear the grenade. They will say something about it. So it was like, okay, this person is throwing a grenade. Maybe it's not to that AI. Maybe it's for another person. Okay, or to another location. But it's coming this way. Fuck, I forgot that I had... I totally forgot that I had this thing on. There we go. Semi. So this is the importance of using headsets, okay, or try to follow the path that the sound is making, so you will know where exactly aim and shoot. Now this, 100. Okay, you see that on the...
Right. You know why your weapon's not shooting? Why would it not be shooting, Private? Maybe because you have run out of ammo. Maybe because you have finished all of the rounds inside your magazine. How? So now you can no longer shoot because you have no more ammo.
How did this happen, just saw it?
You shot it all, Private.
Oh.
Private, your weapon is clear at this time.
Oh.
Step back to the rear.
Oh shit! Ah! Okay, you hear that? It's important to pay attention to your surroundings. And you will know if someone is coming towards you or not. Okay? Where this people is. That's why the sound is so important, but I forgot to reload my gun. By the way, if for example, right here I was looting this place, okay? And I hear someone that is not an AI. The best option you have is just to wait and do not do anything. Just wait. Evaluate the situation, evaluate your options, and maybe you can take them down one by one, okay? Or in a group if they are together, depending of what you're hearing. But if, for example, I'm just waiting here and I'm starting moving around, they will hear that. If I need to turn, okay, let's pretend that there is a window here on my left, okay, and I am watching this one. I have two options. First, I will start moving slowly, as you can see at the bottom left. I'm on the last dot of my movement speed. If I start moving, I can turn with less sound. Okay? That if I just go this way. If I need to turn to my left or to my right, I will press, on my case is the letter F, okay, for the free look, and turn only the head. That will not make sound. Okay? That if I do it this way. You see? Also, if I take something, they will hear that. It doesn't matter what I take, the sound of taking something or the sound of looting something like this is something that they will notice. Even if you are starting to loot or if you are closing the window. Again, if you open your inventory, that is something I will know. Is you switch your gun, they will hear that. If you aim and they are too close to you, they will hear that. So evaluate properly the situation before you do anything. Right now I felt that I heard something on my left side, but I am not hearing the scav. There's one thing, the scav always makes sounds, okay? The you see that? Definitely was someone there. I was not sure if I heard something or not, but definitely I did. Okay, he's triggered. He knows that I'm here. See if I don't kill myself with this. Oh fuck. Okay, right now I don't know where he is. Okay, and this is the sound that I mentioned before. This. This healing sound is something that they definitely will hear, okay? Oh, the scav is coughing. That's a good thing. I will know where he is. Let's follow the sound. He's behind this place. Not there. There he is. Oh, your reloadings also has a sound that everyone can hear. Check the magazine will not make any sound, but on load or load also will make sound for someone else to hear it. Okay, another important thing is here, when you are on the woods, okay, or near to a tree, and you're running, It's always better to stop and go this way. You hear that? Because if you run against the leaves, it will be louder. Okay, and somewhere, I mean, everyone nearby will hear you. Same here with the bushes. And the bush will slow you down. What I usually do is, if I am running, I'm trying to avoid all the leaves. And if I have to go through it, I'll stop running and then keep running after I go through. Leaves are awful, okay? Because even if you're crouching, they will make a sound. Okay, it's lower, but it's a sound. Right? So let's say someone is just right here. Someone is this bush. I can see him. And I have no good aiming here for any reason. Some reason. Maybe he's not able to hear me if I am crouching this way. But if I go within the, through the bush, they may hear that. So if you are running from someone, you have two options. As well, run, walk, and run again. But stop running before you engage the wood, the bush, or run, jump, and keep going if you are running away. Why? Because if this person already saw you, it's better for you to keep going and try to get out of sight if jumping, but he will hear the jump. But it's preferable for him to hear the jump that you get slowed down by the bush.